So I'm beginning to hear now that there seems to be quite a bit of confidence growing that SB 1070 will be upheld in court. That's good news. I guess Rhode Island has a law that's the closest to SB 1070 that's already gone through the court process. And I want to say even the Supreme Court had ruled that under the rule of law, that if a state wanted to enact a law like this, they could even go so far as to say that an officer could stop somebody over, could pull somebody over specifically just to ask for an ID, which will be very interesting if SB 1070 ends up being upheld in court. Now, I have to imagine that the Obama administration and the Department of Justice, if that's true, if this growing sense of optimism that the courts, even the Supreme Court, would rule that SB 1070 was constitutional, I have to imagine that the White House and that Obama and the Department of Justice know this. I mean, they're not stupid. They understand the amount of destruction they're doing to the country. They know what they're doing. Obama knows what he's doing. He's trying to keep Democrats and liberals in power. And in order to do that, he's got to mess things up pretty bad. So again, why would they be suing if they know they're going to lose? Well, this plays right back into what I've been saying since Tuesday, when the Department of Justice decided to launch this lawsuit. They had to. Obama had to do something in regards to this. The people that support SB 1070 were frustrated at the lack of the federal government getting involved in enforcing our illegal immigration laws, and those that didn't like SB 1070 were frustrated because the government hadn't stepped in to stop Arizona and wanted to see them intervene. So Obama had to do something. Plus, he had to give political cover to those Democrats across the country, in not only just in Arizona, but those other states that are looking to enact similar laws. And that is the political cover for them to say whatever it is they need to say to appeal to their specific voters. With Obama and the Department of Justice filing a lawsuit, then they can go and say, well, they're handling on their end and I agree, or they're handling it on their end and I don't agree. Nobody would be looking to those particular individuals up for re-election to go and do something about it, because the Department of Justice already did. And at the end of the day, I mean, what does Obama care anyways? Come November, he's going to lose Congress anyhow. So in the interim, sue over SB 1070. It's a win-win across the board. And he probably doesn't really expect anything else to happen in regards to any kind of comprehensive immigration reform anyways, once Congress is on board. So let's go ahead and try to give some political cover to those Democrats, and let's reach out to those individuals who are anti-1070 in the off chance that he still has a chance to push through with some kind of amnesty in the form of comprehensive immigration reform. The American public is awake now to the problem that's going on with illegal immigration. 1070 did that. Part of the lawsuit from the Department of Justice as well was probably just Obama going, yeah, we'll sue him, just because he was ticked off because we actually had the balls to step up and do something very comprehensive about our illegal immigration situation. And it did wake everybody up. I'll use the same narrative, or the analogy that I've been giving about how I know that people have woken up to what's been going on with legal immigration. And that is the fact that I'm getting tons of forwards from listeners, from people around the country, over illegal immigration that I've been getting for years. Pictures of a desert littered with trash and backpacks. The Montebello High School 2007 incident where the students went and flew the American flag upside down and flew an American flag on top of it. People outraged by all these things, and I'm sitting back looking at these going, I've been seeing these for years. And then it dawned on me one day, many people haven't seen these before. And they can't believe what they're seeing, just like I couldn't the first time I saw them. People have woken up to what is going on across the country. I've worked in Atlanta and Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I can tell you firsthand the time that I spent in those states working on the radio. The way that people viewed illegal immigration was vastly different. Their idea of what the problems that they were faced with and the problems that we're faced with as a country, and more specifically here in southern Arizona, they had no understanding at all. I mean, there were articles written in Grand Rapids, Michigan over the discovery of one farmer who happened to hire like 2 or 3 illegals, and what a big deal that was. They have no clue until now, what we were faced with here in southern Arizona. I'm feeling optimistic. I don't know, enough about the law and having done enough since Tuesday to know whether or not a judge would uphold SB 1070 or declare it unconstitutional. But from what I'm hearing now, there's enough precedent that says, any real judge doing the right thing will uphold this and say it is constitutional. Especially this one argument, and I'll let you go with this one, and that is sanctuary cities. They talk about how SB 1070 usurps the federal government and what they're doing in enforcing immigration laws. Sanctuary cities do the same thing. They go contrary to the federal immigration laws. So why is it Arizona is being sued for doing what the federal government should be doing? Why aren't sanctuary cities like San Francisco also being sued? Well, it's because San Francisco's a lot more sympathetic. They're being nice to the illegals because people might have to move and it's just too difficult to move. By the way, did you hear that San Francisco's looking to ban the ability to buy a pet in San Francisco except for fish? Fish apparently you can own, but cats, dogs, rabbits, guinea pigs, snakes, lizards, rats, mice, hamsters. No, they want to outlaw those. You shouldn't be allowed to buy those inside city limits. Why would anybody want to live there unless you were just a crazy, mentally insane person who was a liberal? Huh. Okay, thanks for enjoying this webisode. If you did enjoy it, that was a weird thing to end it on. Thanks for watching this episode. Webisode. Maybe I need a longer nap. New one on Monday. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Donate to Honor Flight on the homepage. Make a donation today so we can send those World War II vets to Washington, D.C. to see their memorial. Talk to you again soon. Bye.